focus then to India's monsoon pulse then. Weather forecasting agencies are now expecting southwest monsoon to revive on the 12th of June after it stalled on 29th May. Remember, the monsoon made an exceptionally early onset this year over Kerala on 24th of May, the earliest that we have seen since 2009, and a good 8 days ahead of the typical June 1 arrival. But with the initial momentum fading, all eyes are now on the revival timeline, the possible regional variability, and most importantly, what this means for Kharif sowing and agri-planning across India. To break this down for us and how the monsoon is expected to progress from here on and what the forecasts are indicating, we are now joined by AVM GP Sharma, President at Skymet, now joining us. Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. We saw the earliest onset of monsoon since 2009, but it has nearly stalled over the last 7-8 odd days. How do you expect monsoon to progress for the rest of the season?
Thank you, Ashisha. You brought out very nicely the initial onset of monsoon and the other aspects as well. Not a very good news on the monsoon front right now. Okay, after an early and a robust onset over Kerala and South India, even the northeastern parts simultaneously, the monsoon possibly seems to have gone into a deep sleep. Like rightly you said, 26th of June, it arrived on 26th of May, it arrived in Mumbai and still there. As of now, northern limit is not at all inching forward, almost about 12 days. Not a good news. And so is the case even on the eastern arm also. That's over, it's stuck over Sikkim and adjoining Darjeeling, Kalimpong, that area, the northern limit. And to add to that, there is nothing likely for the next about 6-7 days. I don't see anything significant happening. As you said, that likely to revive. Yes, there are some hopes of some monsoon system forming over Bay of Bengal that will happen around 11th or 12th. But then my fear is it's not a typical that monsoon system which we expect at this time in the month of June. Even when it forms, it's going to be a little lopsided track and movement, and so will be the rains associated with it. Okay, mostly confining to, I will say, parts of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and maybe little deep inside Karnataka and parts of Maharashtra, where the monsoon has already advanced over those pockets. Interest lies now that it should advance further and cover those parts, but which the timelines are coming closer. Kolkata, Mumbai, they have onset almost at the same time. Yes, the normal date is about 10th or 11th, 10th June for Kolkata and 11th for Mumbai. But then there are no signs of monsoon advancing over Kolkata in the next few days. Okay, so this is the story of the monsoon so far. Hopefully, let's see how does it change in the next about 1 week or so. Yeah.
Expecting revival of monsoon over the next 6 to 7 odd days, but if you can tell us, what does your model suggest? What is the probability of revival of monsoon on the 12th of June, and do you see any downside risk to that?
See, as I said, Shisha, revival in the sense, you see, the monsoon revival takes place with the systems forming in the Bay of Bengal in the month of June. There is a likelihood of a circulation, possibly may not be a low pressure, but a cyclonic circulation forming that should happen off the coast of Andhra Pradesh in the West Central Bay. And as I said earlier, that it is not the typical system which we expect at this time and may behave and give a lopsided rainfall distribution, which will remain confined to parts of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, possibly even North Interior Karnataka also. Along the coast, yes, West Coast, after a delay of about 2-3 days, it is going to give once again a heavy rainfall as that circulation moves closer to that region. Okay, but then what needed at this moment is monsoon advancement, at least the indication. So parts of West Bengal now, the leftover parts of West Bengal, further on to Bihar, Jharkhand, and East Uttar Pradesh. There it's going to take a little more time. I think possibly we have to wait for another one circulation, which there are indications as of now that maybe around 14th or so, 14th or 15th of June, another system circulation comes at the top of the bay, that's a head bay, and that possibly may bring in a little more rain where we are interested at the moment. Okay, so that's the scene as of now. Revival surely on cards, but the monsoon will go deep inside where we would like to have it, and it will give rains over those areas where the monsoon has already advanced, be it parts of Maharashtra, Telangana, even parts of Andhra Pradesh and Orissa, along with Northeast India. Yeah.
That's as far as revival is concerned. But Mr. Sharma, since for the full season you're maintaining their above normal monsoon guidance, can you tell us if you are expecting any kind of regional variability, region-wise, any particular region which is expected to see above normal rainfall?
Sure. See, as per a Skymet forecast, I would like to again remind that we had given a little lopsided deficit rainfall, marginally deficit, not a huge deficit, but 96% of the long period average. And out of the 4 months, Skymet had given a little marginally shortfall of rainfall in the month of June. I still maintain that it should happen that way. It's only courtesy Northeast India floods which we had in the last days of May and early start of June that the rainfall is there over the country. Otherwise, on everyday basis, it is reducing now. Okay, but then this is just the beginning of the season. It is not going to remain like this. Monsoon is a very long season, the longest season in excess of 4 months over different parts of the country. The things will become better. Particularly what we are interested more is, yes, month of June definitely remains very crucial. And in view of the early onset of monsoon, way early over the southern parts, the farmer starts preparing for early sowing, preparation of their field, which unfortunately it's not happening for the core belt of the central parts as well as the eastern parts. Okay, and we advise actually now for the monsoon for the farmer to delay the sowing because the situation will take some time. Okay, it is not going to come easy over the central parts where it matters most. Coming months, yes, July and August, which are the rainiest month, which is the core monsoon months, and the core monsoon area, which we say the rainfed zone, which is parts of Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, goes on even up to parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay, the rainfall is expected to be good during those 2 months, that is July and August. Any one of those months fail, it becomes very, very crucial, but unlikely to happen. We will see some good rains. Distribution is going to be good, except for some northern mountains and northern areas where it doesn't matter most, but then Northeast India, where it rains as such in plenty, there may see a shortfall of about some 10%, 15% or so, which once again doesn't matter much because the quantum of rainfall as such in the season is so much that they can possibly absorb this much of shortfall, which is going to be there. Okay, so I don't see any anxious moments coming up on the monsoon front, particularly in the crucial days, that is month of July and August as such. Even September will be here. Okay, monsoon entry is early. I expect the monsoon to exit a little late from these central parts where the rains possibly may continue even beyond September also. Yeah.
Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now and helping us understand what it means for the rest of the monsoon season. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
But let's now talk about